What up, though? It's James Vergato, a God Lover Genius. Here to get my response to the Diddy apology, man, that he just dropped on Instagram apologizing to Cassie. I saw that disturbing footage, man. Man, listen, man, when it comes to domestic abuse and violence and things like that, it's such a rabbit hole of what's the build up to people doing that it's a continuation of abuse that's been done to them. And I just really, man, of course, my heart goes out to Cassie, but I just wonder what happened to Diddy, man. Like, what got him to become such a monster like that? Like, the way he kicked that girl, man, was so, like, wicked and evil, man. It would look like you was watching a wrestling match. I don't even want to keep describing it because, you know, anybody that's watching this video that's a victim of, domestic abuse and violence, I don't want to trigger nothing, but um I've always had these thoughts about Diddy as a child. Like, it's crazy how your intuition is always spot on. I always had such an eerie feeling about him. Nevertheless, I respect, the music and some of the moves he made as a businessman. I thought it was kind of dope, but it just as a person, I always felt like it was such a dark side to him. It's a lot of things happening right now, man, and a lot of things is happening very rapid. And you just wonder, like, what's really going on? Because the fact that he even apologized, and the apology should have been kept, because it's like, it ain't no words you can say to the public to make them look at you no different from that footage. Like, talking about you taking full responsibility. You don't have a choice. Your face is in it. You're in a towel. You was looking like the Black Val Venus. So I don't understand, like, why you did that move, but maybe his conscience was eating him up. Then it was like a minute and 22 seconds, maybe. Like, that ain't even long enough. You got to say a lot more than you sorry. You got to talk about why you did what you did. And it's ironic that I just posted on my social media last night. I was talking about on my ex, I said, the people that I always hear volunteer that they go to therapy and they volunteer, they have such a profound relationship with God and they do these devotions. As soon as them people get triggered, all the madness comes out. They throw all that away. It's always them people that always volunteer that. Like, if you talk about you go to a therapist for no reason, you always name dropping and like, oh man, everybody need to go to therapy. Or I just talked to my therapist and man, I done did so many things. Bro, like, you ain't gotta say it. Like, people will know through your actions. And the best way to deal with people, anyway, when it comes to them giving advice, is you have to see how they move when they're tested. You got to see how they react when they're triggered, or when argument or conflict arrives. How do you respond? That's gonna tell us everything. And Charlamagne the God says this all the time. The best apology is change behavior. You can say all day how you gonna react and what you gonna do, but what happens when it get hot up in that kitchen? What you gonna do when you see a fire? Are you gonna sit there and try to put it out? Or are you gonna sit up there and blame somebody? Or are you gonna jump in the fire because you looking for a way out? Of dealing with what caused the fire. Like, it's just a lot of different examples, and I think this applies to Diddy. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you been knew you had problems, and it's obvious you have problems, So to state that you went to go get help, or you went to get therapy, or all you asked God for mercy and all that. I would hope you did, but was that sound like a PR move? That doesn't sound like it's genuine. And enough of Diddy. Let's just talk about people in the real world that know a lot of Diddies. Because there's people out there that doing stuff like that, and you turn your head or you act like that ain't none of your business, and you know that they're predators, whether they're sexual predators, pedophiles, or doing domestic violence, man. Like, are you not saying anything now because of the relationship you have or the opportunities that you can get by being, in cahoots with them? Is that, or are you going to wait until everybody else say something and now you're going to chime in with your different stories? Because that's all that happened with Diddy. That footage was old. You do what I'm saying? Like that footage has been around. What they said, 2016, and it's just now coming out. I wonder why. And that's how we gotta be, you know. So I think that's the biggest problem in our community, man. Like the black community, we are so selective on what we react to, and we're so selective on who we gonna call out. Because if they got some power and they can make us look good with a name, or we gain opportunities to level up with tax bracket, oh man, we just gonna, hey, listen, man, I'ma mind my business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And that's how so many people fail Cassie. I don't know what's the final outcome for Diddy. Honestly, like I don't know what's this gonna lead up to. We ain't even reached half of the year yet. We almost there. Well, we 2 weeks away, maybe. And we didn't have 5 months that feel like an entire year, maybe a couple years, just in these first 5 months. Man, buckle your seatbelts, man. 2024 is not holding back with nothing. Everything coming out left and right. And I'm not campaigning to see nobody go down. I'm just campaigning for justice to be served where it needs to be served. However it goes, from the government to whatever celebrity to the person in your neighborhood. That's what really needs to be taking place. Justice, you know, for everything that's going wrong, because it's a lot of people out here suffering, man, and they suffering in silence because the powers that be, man, are just too powerful for people to try to, you know, throw a rock at, because they the Goliath, you know what I'm saying? And they like, I don't wanna face this battle with my slingshot. And it's like, nah, man, you gotta be David when it come to this. Um Diddy didn't look sincere in that apology from when I watched it. It just looked like my back against the wall, I'm sweating bullets. I gotta do something because they attacking my pockets, you know, and I gotta save face. That's what it came across as. But always remember, man, the best apology is change behavior. So what's y'all thoughts, man? How y'all feel about what Diddy said? Drop a comment, let me know, man. If you made it this far to the video, I want to say thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell to the God Level Genius YouTube channel. I am James Vergato, and as always, be God level. The genius is in you. God Level Genius.